Wall of confusion. Check one. Check two. Check one, check two, check two, check one, check one, check two, 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 one. Check one, two. And we're live. We are live May 30th, year 2023, TRANQ crime shootings. Random shootings at the beach, Memorial Day, California and Florida. Of course, politicians will blame each other. See, there's shootings in Florida. Ron DeSantis is a racist. Or California as well. But why? But why? But why? 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 Why the violence? Why the violence in humans? Why the violence? It's not all humans, but it is there, inescapably there. It is inescapably there. The violence it is. Welcome everybody. Welcome to the program. I hate to start on such a sour note, such a down note. Ooh, let the air clear here. Let the air clear. I hope everybody had a good weekend. It was beautiful here in Northeast Pennsylvania. As, the sun was shining and no rain, 80s. It was like a summer day, hot summer day, and really beautiful, beautiful. It's I think it's an inside job if you can find it in yourself to enjoy that. A lot of people can't today. Very difficult, very difficult. The sun is out. The weather is beautiful. There's really nothing urgent to take care of, nothing catastrophic. No one's trying to eat you or shoot you or kill you or try to change your mind about something. And you're just sitting there and you're enjoying yourself. Or you're just sitting there being. And it seems most people don't know how to enjoy themselves anymore. You know, it seems like it's been sucked out. The life has been sucked out of most people. And so how do you get your life back? How do you get life back into the body? A desire to live, a desire to enjoy yourself without hating everybody, blaming everybody for your fucking problem. My problem is because of you. If it wasn't for you, then I wouldn't have this problem. How do we get around that stuff? How do we? I think the answer is simple. Take care of yourself. You know, I had a great time. If I told you what I did for Memorial Day, you'd probably say, well, that sounds kind of boring. You didn't do anything. But actually, I did a lot. I did, you know, I ran and I relaxed. I did yoga in the sand. Got a bit of a little more tan, a little gardening. Very joyful, very, very peaceful. And I think that's the key, you know, to living. I think that is the answer as we move forward. And if you if you expand the frame, I got my Politics is Dead shirt on. I don't remember who gave me this shirt, but I remember somebody sent this to me. Politics is Dead. If you remember who it is, I don't remember. I threw out. I took the shirt and I threw out the envelope. I don't and I'm sure I thanked whoever gave it to me, but I just don't remember who it was. But I got your shirt, man. I shot the sleeves off. I made it very fashionable. And is politics dead? Is politics dead? I was talking to a lefty yesterday. Sitting on a bench talking to a lefty, extreme left. You know, those fucking Trump people. They're so racist and they're so. You know, and he went through the whole laundry list of you know, ideas about the other side. And I told him, I said, you know what, the other side views your side exactly the same. Oh, that's because you're a Trump supporter. No. See, there's where you falter. If someone disagrees with your vernacular, if someone doesn't follow along in your psychoses, then they must be your enemy. That's a problem. That's a big problem. I never gave you, it doesn't matter what I am. It's what you're pointing to them over there. Them over there is the bad guy, and them over there is pointing to you as the bad guy. It's a fundamental glitch. And in between, that's where the violence is. The violence is in between my opinion and your opinion. Or, not my opinion, but the left opinion and the right opinion. When you have the left's opinion and the right opinion on the table, look in the middle, and that's where you'll see the fighting. Real fighting, like shooting guns on Memorial Day, or violence to oneself. TRANQ epidemic in Philadelphia, for example, people killing themselves. But open gunfire on a public beach, that is epic fucking violence. There's violence against people who, certainly didn't deserve it. So anyway, good morning, everybody. Welcome to the program. Weevil Girl is here. Vinny DiMartini, our wrench is in the house. Justin Falzone, what's up, man? Jim Gerard, Sedento, William R. Hall, Zoot Cooter, what's up, man? What's up, guys? William R. Hall, Sean Kane, how are you guys? I guess I need to apologize. I wasn't here yesterday, and I didn't inform of that. I took a 3-day vacation. I took a 3-day weekend to rest and walk and relax, and so I didn't do that. But definitely stuff was happening. So here's my thumbnail, kind of a hodgepodge over there, and you're wondering who the woman is. The very beautiful, I guess, she a woman. Beautiful Arabian princess from CUNY. She went to, she's attending CUNY College in New York City. City University of New York, bought and paid for by the taxpayers of New York to the tune of $5 billion a year. And she took that opportunity to tell everybody how racist and how criminal everything is in New York, including the police, and how they should be defunded, and how white supremacy is running the gamut of everything, and how we need to get into positions of power and fight back and push back against the racists. Right? So there's a whole dialogue going on in this young person's head. And it's a law degree, so this is who you're going to get as lawyers, right? This is what comes first, right? The radicalization comes first, and then the person becomes a radical. Right? So we'll look at that story. Pretty fascinating. I don't know if you agree. The Jews. The New York Jews jumped on her very quickly to say that she's anti-Semitic, of course. She was saying, defund Israel, stop funding the criminal military in Israel that, trying to wipe out the Palestinian people, which is true. But then where does white supremacy come in? I find that offensive in America because there is nowhere to point. There's a lot of hate in America, that's no doubt. There's a lot of white people that hate blacks that hate whites, locals that hate the foreigners that hate the locals, everybody hates the Mexicans. It's just that's an American phenomenon, if you haven't heard, Miss Pretty Arabia. But anyway, so these are issues that don't really have an answer, but we certainly enjoy looking at them because they're fun. The website, I have one, marcusconti.com, Marcus in the Morning, educational, philosophical, nothing heavy. Because why? Because politics is dead. There is no more politics. Now it's just survival. It's like, I'm just going to survive. There's an election I heard coming around. Donald Trump running for president again. He's my man. I love Donald. I love the Donald Trump. You might be of that frame of mind. Joe Biden, he's better than Trump. Trump's a killer. Trump's a tax evader. He's a fucking insurgent. Whatever you agree. Biden, he's fucking senile. Where's Bernie? Where is Bernie anyway? Where's Bernie Sanders? You imagine Bernie Sanders running for president again? Bernie Sanders running again for the third time for president. He's fucking 84. He don't know which way is up or down anymore. But he's still calling himself a socialist. And Bernie Sanders, greatest president of America, greatest United States president who never was. That's how Bernie will be remembered. The greatest president who never was, because he never pushed in the final. He never pushed over that finish line. He stopped right before the finish line. He said, "No, it's not about me. It's about you." No, man, Bernie, you got to step over the finish line. You got to get there first, and then you bring everybody with you. So we're live every morning at 9 a.m. Thank you for joining me. Let's start here. Outraged critics rip CUNY law school graduates hate-filled commencement speech. Demand billions in taxes be stripped. Of course, the Jews are leading the charge because she said something about Israel, the fascist regime in Israel, and she's an Arab, obviously. But listen to the rhetoric, and we'll try to figure out who's right here, because we always have to know who's right. Outraged critics are demanding CUNY's billions of dollars in taxpayer funding be stripped away after a law graduate delivered a hate-filled and dangerous commencement address ripping NYPD fascists and Israel. Is it a form of free speech when you're picked to be the commencement speaker at Hunter College or wherever they are? Where are they? At CUNY law degree, CUNY Law School, wherever that is. Is it fair? I'm the keynote speaker. So you're asking me to speak, and she speaks, and this is what she speaks of. You'd probably have to go one step before that. Maybe screen what people are going to say, or maybe she flipped the script, which is what what terrorists usually do. They usually play along till the last minute, and then they jump out of a bowl of rice and try to kill everybody. No, everybody's friendly here. We're just learning how to fly because we want to be pilots someday, and we love America, and let's go take flight school, and we're buying piles and pounds of fertilizer because we want to grow vegetables in the wonderful center of the country and feed the world. That's what they say, and then it turns out that they're flying planes into the fucking buildings, and they're using the fertilizer as a bomb, like a shit bomb. This what did she say? That's the pushback. Congressman Mr. Torres from New York says, imagine being so crazed by hatred for Israel as a Jewish state that you make it the subject of your commencement speech at a law school graduation. Anti-Israel derangement syndrome, Mr. Torres from New York called her. So this is the girl, the woman. Her name is she's got a real hateful name. You're gonna love this name. She's got Mohammed in her name. Mohammed. Fatima Musa Mohammed. Fatima Musa Mohammed. Well, that sounds reasonable. She called for revolution to take on the legal system's white supremacy while blasting city cops and the U.S. military and claiming Israel carries out indiscriminate murder. Fatima. Hey, Fatima, why are you clumping apples and oranges together? Because look, white supremacy is a slur in America. It's a slur at anybody who's not like you, who's not a fucking, a first-generation immigrant struggling with that experience. it doesn't make the people white supremacists. Ask anybody of your nationality that's been here longer than a generation or two, and they will tell you that that is not the case. That is a wrong perception. You have a wrong perception about that. But lumping it into Israel carries out indiscriminate murder. Does Israel carry out indiscriminate murder? Well, they'll tell you that they don't. Israel will say, no. It was agitated. Somebody threw a bottle at us, so we had to kill their entire family, or something like that. Or someone flung a bomb at us, so we blew up their school. So is it ever indiscriminate? Not according to the people that are being attacked and are doing the counterattack. They all blame the other. There's nobody in Israel there's no Jew in Israel that thinks Israel is doing wrong. And there's no Palestinian in Palestine, in the West Bank and Gaza, that thinks the West Bank, the Palestinian Muslim people are doing wrong. The Muslim people believe that they were there first. The Israelis believe that it's the promised land. Fuck you, get out. And civil war has been raging. Why does the United States support the Jewish side of it, Tel Aviv and Israel and the Zionists? Because it's it's the Jew. It's the Jew lobby in New York, really. Jew lobby in New York, more Jews in New York, 4 million fucking Jews, Hasids all over the world. It's a Hasidic problem. Anyway, so there she is. What else did she say? During her speech, Mohammed accused the school of having self-serving interests and said it continues to fail us, trains and cooperates with the fascist NYPD, the military, and continues to train soldiers to carry out that violence globally. Wow. She makes a couple of good points there. I think it's a little overboard. I think it's elementary at best. It's clearly angry. And you would definitely, if she becomes a lawyer, which she probably will, because she just got a law degree, you would be cautious to hire someone like this. If you do hire Fatima Mohammed, then you are clearly signing up for her rhetoric, right? The first agency that hires her, it'll be some fucking stupid, New York City agency hires her, and then she starts to engage in this way, right? You knew it. Don't you read the New York Post? Didn't you listen to her commencement speech? So, although Fatima has the right to speak, what's going to happen next? What happens when does she get a law degree? They were chopping a tree down in front of my house. Not chopping a tree down. They were just removing some of the branches around the wires. I think they're gone now. It was pretty loud out there. I live in the country. I don't really live in the country. I live in the suburb. But it tends to get noisy around here. Barking dogs and fucking screaming kids and lawnmowers and fucking, what do they call it? Fucking saws, the chainsaw. Mad Cow Mark, politics is dead. Nice T-shirt. Thank you. I don't know. Look around and if you do a deep dive, find out who it is. I forgot. Let's do it. Politics quote. Politics is dead. Politics is dead. Politics is dead. I don't know who did it. Politics is dead. Politics is dead. Samuel. I don't know. It was some internet guys that gave it to me. I don't know. A while ago. So I don't know. What do you guys think of this? I don't know. Someone uses the commencement platform because they're very smart and very conformist, or you wouldn't be the valedictorian of a law school. If you didn't get, straight A's and everybody loved you, you wouldn't be up there. And then you turn the commencement into a political terrorist attack. Literally, you're terrorizing people by, they're here for commencement and joy, and you're telling them about the NYPD, fascism, and how white supremacy needs to be overcome, and that we're going to use everything in our resources to... You're coming out of your shell. And the Jews are, if nothing else, you need a good Jew around to point out the rhetoric, right? You notice not a single Jew mentioned white supremacy as a problem. They mention anti-Semitism. It's anti-Semitism, you see. They're talking, she's a Palestinian, she's talking, she hates the Jew. And how dare you, CUNY, allow her to speak from the platform? We're not gonna support you. You make a bad enemy in New York when you mess with the Jew. Jews are a powerful lobby in New York. Don't mess with the Jew. Look what happened to Andrew Cuomo. Andrew Cuomo, you think Andrew Cuomo had a lot of problems because he went after the fucking Jewish community. He went after the Jewish community during the pandemic, saying that there was a higher than normal amount of COVID in the Jewish community. Shut it down, and that proved not to be true at all. And then after that, Andrew Cuomo suddenly got some serious fucking problems dealing with hospitals and COVID, and the allegations that he killed 10,000 old people by stuffing COVID people inside of a nursing home where they shouldn't have been. So you don't mess with the Jews. That's what I'm trying to say here. I don't know. Free speech? Is this free speech? We got we're generating a generation of people who deeply hate the country and the people in it. I want to see it burn. That's what it looks like to me. So how does that manifest in real life? Look, here you are on a beach one day, right? And then boom, bang, shots fired. Look, they're running. Why are people running, dragging the children along? What happened? This is Florida. Sifting through the sound, there's a lot of Spanish speaking in Hollywood Beach. That's between Fort Lauderdale and Miami. So we don't know who did this, but at least 9 people shot, including minors, in a Memorial Day shooting. Right? Crazy, right? Crazy shit. Right? I hate to have to watch this, but this is what it is. 4 children, including a 1-year-old, were among 9 people shot and wounded when gunfire erupted near a popular Florida beach packed with Memorial Day revelers. Somebody opened up the door to the fucking animal farm, where they keep the really dangerous animals, and the animals were roaming around on the beach, shooting at each other. So gunfire erupted after 2 groups of men got into an altercation on the Hollywood Beach Boardwalk. It's a nothing fight. It's a nothing fight, or it's a fight over drugs and gang. It's gang shit. And even gangs are not necessarily that disrespectful to be shooting guns where there's people's families around, right? There's a family day. Don't go shooting your gun at your enemy. Wait a while, or wait till he gets by the water and shoot him. Or wait till he gets in his car and shoot him. Why do you got to shoot him while he's walking around? Right? At least target, get some targets. So I mean, I never know what to make of these. It does sound like Spanish speaking in my view. Let's listen. There's a lot of carnage on the ground, you see. These are real bullets. These are real. This is what real guns do to real bodies, right? When you shoot a human with a gun, it puts a hole in them, and everything inside the hole gets ripped apart and doesn't work anymore, right? And you need those parts, right? Because when you get a bullet that rips apart your inside stuff, you're fucked. All right, but people have no problem with that. They have no problem shooting their guns at people or at each other and hitting people, innocent people. We didn't sign up for that shit. It's all Spanish speaking. It's all Spanish speaking with a Cuban accent. Snake says, I bet you it wasn't a white supremacist. Right. Right. It's a good point. Where's the white supremacists when you need them? This is gang shit. It's gang violence. It's immigration shit. They're all illegal. But bad scene, you know, because it could be you know. You could be... What happens if you... Look, what happens if you would have taken the a flight down to Florida, like a lot of people up in the northeast do? They go down to Florida for Memorial Day. They're walking on the beach. It's 100 degrees. It's beautiful. They jump in the ocean, and all of a sudden they get out of the ocean and they're looking up at the sun, and a fucking bullet pierces their chest, and they feel the blood popping out of their chest because they got a hole in it now. And or worse, or the same. They're enjoying the sun, soaking up the sun, and their lovely child standing next to them. They look down and there's a fucking hole in his head or her head. Right? Terrible, horrific. Right? Is it the gun doing it? No, it's crazy fucking people. If there were no guns, then I would imagine that the crazies would find other ways. You'd see people on fire. You'd see, you know, fucking cars driving over people. Right? They wouldn't use guns anymore. They would just use their cars. I'm going to drive over you, motherfucker. Right? And they say, I'm going to shoot you. I'm going to shoot you, motherfucker. Right? Then you'd have to have, then cars would be listed as deadly weapons. Is a car a deadly weapon? Yeah, it's like a tank. It's a 2,000-pound fucking killing machine if you use it that way. Just like a gun, you know, except the gun fits in your pocket. But there you go, right? So that's where are we? We're in Florida. And here's another one in California. Horrific video shows nearly 40 teens viciously attacking off-duty Marines on California beach. Now, why? What is there a political motive to this? 40 teens who believe Black Lives Matter. What do we want? Justice. When do we want it? Now. What are we going to do if we don't get it? Burn it down, right? The fascist police, the fascist military, right? That's the rhetoric. And what happens? 40 teens viciously attack a fucking Marine or Marines on Memorial Day. Now, is that a coincidence? Is that just cherry-picking stories? No, it happened. 40 teens viciously... Here's the vicious video. You want to watch the video? There's the video. It's hard to tell. It's late at night, obviously. There's a lot of alcohol and fucking whatever going on. And they're riling and raving. And this is the 40 male... This is the 40 male... participants who didn't get any action, any sexual action, so they're beating the shit out of these two Marines. Here, motherfucker, I'm gonna kick your fucking ass, man. Why'd they do it? Because the Marines told them, could you kindly stop shooting fireworks off on a public beach? So the Marines, they were all high schoolers in San Clemente, California. So, hey, fuck you, Florida haters. You can't say that it's just happening in Florida. Here you are in your backyard in California. I don't know. The audio doesn't really reveal anything because there is no audio. But here's a bunch of Marines getting fucking pummeled. Now viral video shows Marines enjoying time off on Memorial Day being followed by the baying mob while walking towards San Clemente Pier late Friday evening. I got a suggestion. I got a good suggestion. Good suggestion to stop this. Don't go fucking out on the beach at night like this when there's packs of 50 kids. Go find a place where there's no pack of 50 drunken kids. Right? It's like a pack of fucking wild dogs, man. Kids fight like dogs. You kick one, they all get up. Right? That's how they do it. Right? They all they're like dogs. They beat the shit out of you, man. But don't go out there. Right?
Still had like blood all over it.
There's a Marine. It
wasn't cool at all.
3 local Marines are recovering from an attack by a large group of teens in San Clemente. It happened Friday night near the pier. Disturbing video shows 2 of the Marines taking cover on the ground as they're being repeatedly kicked in the head and upper body. The Orange County Sheriff's Department is working to track down the culprits.
They still don't have the kids yet. I wonder why. Number one, Mikkel Sly, number 1 rule, mind your own fucking business. And number 2, always have a force multiplier on you. Just in case you happen to not mind your business.
Mm-hmm. This is considered an assault with a deadly weapon because of the amount of suspects that we are investigating. The weapons that were used were their feet while these victims were on the ground. So regardless if the victims choose prosecution or choose medical attention, the Sheriff's Department is going to investigate this.
All right, so they're going after the suspects. So craziness, right? Shootings, random acts of fucking violence, drop kicking people. Good thing the Marines only got kicked. They're strong enough to take a good kicking. That's what they're trained to do. But at least nobody, stuck them with anything or shot them. But a lot of violence from young people. Well, at least we had a miracle. This is better news. Thousands flocked to see miracle sister Walimia Lancaster, whose body shows no decay after 4 years of death. Wow. It's a weird story, right? For some reason, they dug up the nun. She was in a coffin, and they dug her up because they wanted to move her. Post-human body, right? Humed body. Exhumed body. Exhumed means they dug it up. Showed nearly no signs of decomposition. This decomposition 4 years after she died is drawing thousands of Catholics hoping to witness the alleged miracle. It's a miracle. It's a miracle. You're waiting for your miracle. There it is. A unscathed body of a sister. She was 95 when she died in 2019. I want to look at the market. The market is now open. What are we doing here? The market is now open. Markets have been way the fuck up. It's 9:37 in New York time. Markets are up 3 straight days. Let's see if it holds. It's running on debt ceiling talks that are now reaching, it's going for an election in Congress. That was expected. So debt ceiling has been approved. McCarthy and Biden have agreed on something about increasing the debt ceiling, which they always do. So they'll add another $3 trillion to the party money, and that's what they're doing. So it looks like the market is enjoying it. At least technology is enjoying it. There's a lot of buzz right now about this open AI and this advanced AI technology. People are treating it on Wall Street like they always do. If they don't know what it is, they assume that it's something that could explode into profit. And it does seem that that's how they're buying it right now. NASDAQ is up right now. 157. Dow down 63 to 33,000, almost even. S&P 500 up 20. On the big board, watching Target as well. Target, because of their, I'm going to talk about a story in a second about Target, having a rainbow tranny clothing line for children at Target. That didn't work out so well for them. The stock tanked on that news. Not a good idea, Target. So what do we get? Dow Jones Industrial Average down 63. Apple up another $3 a share to 178. Apple's going to break out. Apple's going to be 200 in a month. It's going up. Amazon as well is up $2 today. Google down 66 cents. What's going on, Google? Meta, formerly Facebook, up 2.5% today, $6.50 a share. Microsoft up $2 a share. Rivian up 43 cents. That's good. Tesla up $10 today. Tesla up $10 to probably because Elon Musk is going to be using that AI shit in his cars, right? Tesla's AI, man. It's all AI. NVIDIA up another $20 a share. You thought that shit was done? $4.09 per share on NVIDIA. What a grand slam. Paul Pelosi was 100% fucking right. The insider trader, Paul Pelosi, called it. He called it almost 6 months ago. He told you, based on his trading record, when it was $120 a share, he was buying long calls, calling up, going all the way out, 3 months, 6 months, a year on NVIDIA. And man, was he right. Look at that, $410 a share. NVIDIA up from $115. That is 4 times your money, motherfucker. And you wonder why Nancy Pelosi is so rich. I'm actually, I pulled out right now. I'm out at the moment. I sidelined because I was getting creamed over the last year. And so when it came back, I'm kind of even right now. So I don't want to continue to get hosed. I don't know if this rally is going to hold. So we'll see if it keeps going, it keeps going, you know. That's what we'll find out there. So we're going to find out. And what else we got? I got a couple other stories. Thousands flock to see Miracle Sister. We saw it. Oh yeah, so thousands are flocking to see the Miracle Sister. But in North Korea, if you're talking about Christian, Catholic, Jesus-oriented miracles, you'd have a lot of fucking problems. Right? So in America, is free speech really bad? An Arab woman goes through the ranks at a CUNY college. She becomes the best student in law, and then she takes that commencement speech and shows her real voice. She voices herself really, right? And that's what we have in America. We call that free speech. But over in North Korea, now this is alleged, because we don't really know what's going on in North Korea. Nobody knows for sure what is going on in North Korea. You remember when they said, you know, Kim Jong-un was dying of fatness, or he lost weight, and he lost 30 pounds, so he's dying of cancer? Nobody knows what's going on inside there because no one gets to ask them. But this is crazy. North Korea toddler parents jailed for life after being caught with a Bible. That's the crime, being caught with a Bible. A 2-year-old North Korean was sentenced to life in prison after officials found the Bible in the toddler's parents' possession, as the totalitarian regime continued to execute and torture religious worshipers. Can you imagine that shit, man? That's like the old days, right? The mob used to do that. Right? The mob would come and they would kill the rival mobster. Right? And then they would kill his son because that they knew that the kid would someday come for revenge. Right? That was in The Godfather. You remember when my name is Antonio Andolini. Antonio Andolini, and this is for you. Remember when Marlon Brando, he killed Antonio Andolini in the fucking, while he was sitting in the yard, right? He was sitting in the tomato garden, and the mobster killed him. He was the son. Remember, that was Marlon Brando's father in the movie, The Godfather, was killed by this guy, Antonio, and by the gangster. And the gangster shot his father and then tried to kill the kid, and the kid fled to America. But they do that shit, man. It seems similar in North Korea. They don't just sentence you; they sentence your kids, because you'll have something to say about that in society. So they just lock up everybody. Well, what does a 2-year-old know? The 2-year-old is innocent. The 2-year-old is a victim of the parents' behavior and the place he was. But again, we don't know if any of this is true. And pictures like this seem to debunk it. This is a church somewhere in North Korea. It is a Christian kind of Catholic thing. North Korean people in front of Kilgore Protestant Church. Now, I'm sure there's a Bible or two in there, right? So again, we don't know, but it does raise the question of, do we have a free society in America, or is this just propaganda? Where media puts it out. Yeah, stop complaining, man. Stop complaining about all this fucking free speech. If you were in Korea right now, in North Korea, you'd get thrown in fucking jail for life. They'd kill you for having that Bible in your pocket. But again, we don't know if it's true or not. And a last comment on look at this footage. I have not been to Philadelphia in a few years. But there is a TRANQ epidemic there. This drug TRANQ. Don't you get it? Can't you look a little forward before you experiment with this thing? This drug that's wiping fucking people out. Look at this. It's like a death zone. Death zone. So where's the? There was a good video. Oh, here it is. So you see people just living on the street. There's nothing wrong with living on the side of a road, if that's all you have. There's nothing wrong with that at all. But you're shooting TRANQ in your toenails. Let's just get talking about it.
And then you got the physical non-religious, which is all drug and crime related. Kensington was given to the wolves, and the wolves are running with it. It's a dead land. There's no good anything here anymore in Kensington. It's all slowly dying. You shouldn't be afraid, America, to come down here, because it's your sons and daughters that are out here. Maybe
I will come down. Maybe I will come down to Kensington, Philadelphia, and check it out.
A lot of these people are even grandparents are out here that are smoking crack, that are doing heroin, and they're not even really doing real heroin.
Yeah, we got some bad problems on the street, man. I wanted to talk about this. Target loses $10 billion in 10 days. The stock falls. Man, that was a bad idea, Target. You guys had the wrong fucking signaling there, boy. Where's Target? I got it up here. Target. That's Target getting crushed. Target had something to say about gay, lesbian friendly kids. Now, would you want your kids to be buying this nonsense of gay pride? Just be you and feel the love. I'm proud of you always. Trans people will always exist. Yeah, they will, but what does the kid know about a trans person? I don't know. What are we saying here? This is not a kid buy. This is a parent buy. The parent buys. Look, whenever you're selling to kids, you're not selling to the kid per se, because the kid doesn't know what it fucking says. The kid doesn't know what the shirt says or means. The parent likes it. You're selling to wacky fucking trans people, and then they put it on the kid. So the people that invest in Target didn't like that idea, and the stock got crushed. The stock got crushed, did it? Let's see. 136 right now, down $2.17. Give me the chart. Give me the chart, motherfucker. What do we got here? So have a happy Monday to you. Tuesday, excuse me. Yeah, so we're going lower. The stock was 181. Now it's 136. Looks like it's going into the toilet. Enjoy yourself, Target. Congratulations on your decision to promote trans activity to children, and maybe you should promote gun violence on the beach as well. You know, fucking promote shooting at each other on the beaches of California and Florida. Peace, everybody. Thank you all for joining me. TJ, Philly Camden, Sident. Oh, Josephine. How are you, Josephine? TJ, Mad Cow Mark, Philly Camden. Zoot Cooter, what's up? Weevil Girl. Hello. Mikhail Sly. Snake Pliskin. What's up, Wayne? Wayne's here. Wayne's with us. Wayne's World, party time, excellent. Bridget, good morning, Bridget. Bridget's up. NVIDIA building some supercomputer AI crap, says Bridget. They're doing it. They are doing it. Weevil Girl and Vinny DiMartini on the wrench. Thank you, guys. Peace, everybody.